500,000 subscribers, 727 videos, and a consistent upload schedule. We finally made it, boys. The halfway mark to 1 mil. I don't know. How's that possible? And now you may be questioning, what is this untitled video? Well, it's just another Q&A for 500K. Woo! Let's go! And I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do this again for like 600K or 700K. I don't know when the next actual milestone is gonna be. It might just be 1 mil. I don't know. I guess it will all come down to how I'm feeling. Because sometimes I just kind of feel like I'm repeating myself in these Q&As, which kind of feels repetitive. Not sure if that's just a me thing, but I'm sure for the new people, it'll all sound pretty brand new. And like all my Q&As, I'll be taking my questions from Twitter, which you can follow me at SomeMoeGaming, and I pretty much tweet out when I'm taking questions, and that is your chance to ask me anything, which I feel like Q&As are kind of outdated in this day and age, you know? But I'm still doing it because I don't know. But quickly, because I just shamelessly plugged in my Twitter, I just want to plug in my Discord server. You could join using the link in the description. And I guess one more thing before I actually do get into this video quickly, I just want to mention I'm looking for editors. So there's going to be an email on the screen where you can send your work and preferably your Discord, because that's my preferred method of, like, you know, talking. And sorry for using email like a fucking boomer. I actually did think of opening my Twitter DMs, but then I thought to myself, would that be wise? So yeah, if there are any editors out there who are interested, feel free to email that email, not my business email, please. Because one of my main struggles is the stress of editing videos like back to back to back. And I mean, it does get a bit straining because of the effort I kind of put into my videos. Anyways, editor talk aside, let's now get into the Q&A. And since I haven't uploaded in a long time, to compensate for that time lost, this is going to be a long ass Q&A. Oh, did I voice crack right there? But this is going to be a long Q&A with like 40 questions, I think. Usually I do like 20 max, but we're gonna double this and we're gonna get it done. And this is probably gonna kill my vocal cords. And because I am annoyed of being called the Naruto Storm 4 guy or the Storm 4 guy, I'm gonna have variety gameplay in the back. How do you feel about that? Oh, hey there, Storm 4 viewers. Are you mad? Oh, okay. Please don't leave. Here, have some Storm 4. Alright, first question. What anime are you most looking forward to this year? To be honest, the seasonal anime for winter was like god tier. Like, I feel like they poured all their bangers in winter. Because now looking down the seasonal list, I mean, we got Shield Hero, I guess, is something I could look forward to. Get Alive, and maybe Kobayashi Dragon Maid, and that's about it. Low-key, they dumped all their bangers in January, or not January, but like winter. Like Attack on Titan, ReZero, the quintessential quintuplet, Non Yuri, X-Arm, and a very pog season of The Promised Neverland. You know what I'm saying? Like, winter had it all. But if I'm talking about the anime that I'm most looking forward to this year, I guess I'm really just gonna have to go with Dead Alive, because I do love me some trashy harems. What are your opinions on Redo of a Healer? Greatest revenge story of all time. Just kidding, that shit actually made me fall asleep. Even though it was literally just borderline hentai, it was one of those shows you could just play an episode before bed. It just helps you sleep. Are you planning on playing some of the new games that are coming out this year? I mean, to be fair, Storm 4 content can only go so far. Do another ladder challenge, but you have to keep going until you beat it. This is not even a question. If you can make any anime into a video game, what would it be and how would you make it? Well, to be honest, I mean, this game is already made, but it's only available in Japan, and it's the quintessential quintuplet visual novel. This is like the only visual novel I'll ever play in my life, because I'm a simp for the quints, man. I'm a fucking simp. What ramen brand is your favorite? The bowl noodle soup kind of goes hard. And no, I'm not sponsored. When are you going to read Xbox messages? Well, to be honest, I think that's just gonna be a one and done type of thing, because I could tell, looking at my messages after I did the video on it, I could tell people were trying to get into the video by putting some stupid messages. So yeah, probably never again. Will we ever get a face reveal? Soon. When are you gonna start streaming on Twitch? Soon. How big is your Sling King? Hold up, let me get the ruler real quick. Ooh, that can't be right. 1/4 of an inch? I mean, I could just round up to, yeah, 12 inches. What's your favorite romance anime? And I don't know, like, when you ask the question, what is your favorite anime? What is your favorite romance anime? Or just what is your favorite something? Like, there is never a number one, because they each have their strong suits, you know? So you know what? I'm gonna break the rules of your question and actually list maybe my top 5 or just 5 of my favorite, okay? Even though technically the word anime could be plural. So the way I'm interpreting it is, what is your favorite romance anime? Meaning it could be, you know, more than one, right? You gotta love English. So of course, we gotta start off with the quintessential quintuplets. You know, as I mentioned earlier, very nice show. I mean, it's just a trashy harem, but all 5 of them are very waifu material. Next, we got Saekano with all waifu material. You know, another trashy harem, but you know me, I love my trashy harem. Next we got here is Wotakoi, and this one actually stood out to me because it's not actually in school. It's actually like adult life. Adult life romance, that's literally a rare Pokemon in disguise. I'm so fucking tired of high school. And next I would have to choose Kaguya-sama Love is War, because that is just an overall funny show, and it got the romance aspects in it, and it's just just an overall very great show, you know? And this now leaves one more spot for the romance, and not really putting them in any order. So don't expect the way I listed these to be in order, because I'm literally just listing my favorites. So I guess for this last spot, I'll go with the Fruit of Grisaya, because, I mean, the main character here. This man's is not your generic harem protagonist, because he's actually pretty cool. Like, so cool, I would allow him to lube up and hit me from the back cool, you know? Oh wait, hold up. Cut that part out. What's your favorite game of all time? You know, this is a question I do get every Q&A. Like anime, like anything, it's impossible to select a favorite, because you're obviously gonna like things for certain elements and like other things for other elements, and it's just impossible to just make a conclusion of what's your favorite, or I mean, that's just how it is for me. Now, like I said in my previous Q&As, like 100 times over, my most memorable game is Sonic Adventure 2, which, you know, you're seeing some nice gameplay on screen right now. Look how amazing this game looks. But yeah, I'd say Sonic Adventure 2 is, you know, my most memorable game, and it's still a game I can play to this day. It's fun. And going through the timeline of games I've played, Minecraft, MapleStory, two amazing games that I both grinded heavily. Rip MapleStory, because like, why the f did they remove the free market? And then after the MapleStory period, I went on to first-person shooters, right? Which around the Halo Reach and Black Ops era. So looking at the amount of time I've put into both games, I mean, Black Ops 2, I've grinded that game for like 5 years or something like that, or four or 5 years or something, because ever since Call of Duty Ghosts came out, Call of Duty went to shit, man. I don't know if it's because I'm just getting old, but like, I feel like Call of Duty's back then knew what they were doing, but I mean, obviously they're gonna try to innovate to prevent the games from getting repetitive and just, you know, copy and pasted. Like, I understand that aspect, but yeah, it's just not the same no more. And then the newer Halos, like Halo 5, oh, that, yo, don't remind me, man. But out of those two, my favorite out of the franchise would be Halo Reach for Halo and Black Ops 2 for Call of Duty, or I mean, it might be tied with Black Ops 1, because I really did enjoy both of those games. So my favorite game of all time would go to, yeah, I can't answer this shit. But actually, my favorite game right now in this current moment would actually be Osu, which is weirdly enough not Storm 4. And I did actually play the game a few times on the channel, like in ladder challenges, and one time for a dedicated video, which unfortunately, I mean, I could spoil the video now. I kind of took the fattest L in my life, which kind of costed me. It's a very nice and painful memory for me, but I think that's something you all enjoy for some reason. So finally getting around to the question. No, I cannot answer this question directly, but you know, my favorite game now, Osu, because for some reason I find clicking fucking circles addicting. Then of course, the games that I've mentioned earlier, yeah, those are my favorite games. I seriously do not have like a #1 favorite game, so rip. Can you do another fighters video? No. Are you gay? Well, you know, I do have my fair share of waifus, and I'm not sure if that makes me straight or not. So, actually, I don't know, because people like Yuji Cosme exist. Hey, Mo, congrats on reaching 500k subscribers. Thanks, man. My question is, what anime are you planning to watch this spring? Well, like I said, you know, winter had it all, man. And now, look at this season, it looks very lackluster. So the only two that probably piques my interest would be the My Hero season and Nagatoro, which, I mean, both kind of looking to me. Also, I heard good things about I Shaved, then brought a high school girl home. Yeah, what a name. But looking at the premise, it kind of screamed FBI open up, but I suppose this is one of those shows that's like my last resort. What's your favorite sandwich? Congrats on the milestone, Mr. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. All right, just for that title, I'm skipping your question. Can we play Jump Force together? No. Because I don't even play Jump Force. Will you ever do an anime minutes again? If so, can it be on a seinen? Well, you know, I kind of tested the waters of doing something outside of shonen with my Onichichi minutes, which, I mean, it did great as like a video alone, but as an anime minutes, it kind of flopped a little. But I appreciate the support everyone showed on that Onichichi minutes. So with anime minutes, I'd probably stick with shonen, if I'm being honest. But I might venture off to other things like seinen. I mean, there's a really low chance of that happening, but, you know, maybe. You never know. How do you come up with how long your anime minutes are? I literally just edit the whole anime minutes, and whatever minutes it turns out to be, that's the minutes. You thought this shit was planned. Congrats on 500k. Hey, thanks, man. Kind of random question, but who is best girl between Hestia and Yotsuba? I'll go with Hestia, because we all know Hestia is bestia. Do a gun sync like the old days. Wow, this guy must be a long-time subscriber, or actually just went through my first few videos. But with doing gun syncs, that's literally a copyright knocking at my door. That's probably one of the few things I'll never go back to, because, you know, copyright, it penetrates you front and back, and on top of that, it takes like days just to make a like 2-minute gun sync. But those were good times, to say the least. Do you or did you ever make edits or AMVs? Well, to be honest, as far as I can remember, I only did like AMV edits for my intros. So that's pretty much all the experience I had for like AMVs. I mean, that's how I got my experience for AMVs, just editing my own intros. And there was this one time I actually did edit like 100 anime in one AMV. I forgot what video I did that in, but I guess it's gonna be on screen. Kind of a terrible edit, really terrible actually, but I believe that's the only AMVs I've ever done in my whole life, most likely, unless I forgot. Which also brings the question, am I ever gonna bring back like the AMV type of intro? Probably not. Will you ever do a story mode game playthrough on your channel? I mean, I think I've done that in the past with like Sekiro, or, you know, Fairy Tail, or things, but I've just never finished them. And if you're talking about like outside of anime games, I do plan on doing that. I just have to find a game for it. Oh yeah, I do remember doing it for Spider-Man. I did a whole playthrough on that, I think I finished the game. I think it's actually pretty rare for me to finish a game, and I actually did it for that. So, you know what? I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that. That's some good work. Good shit, Mo. But if I ever do find a game that might be fun to, like, you know, record videos on, and it has a story mode, you know, I'll be down. I just need to find that game. The best OST. Really, bro? Come on, say top 5, top 10, but really, you're really gonna put me on the spot for best OST. And you didn't even mention the category, like anime or video game. But naming soundtrack off the top of my head for like video games, Sonic Adventure 2 had amazing soundtrack. Maple Story, very amazing soundtrack. Even though I didn't play this game, Persona 5 Persona 5 has an amazing soundtrack. It's literally still wrapped in its factory plastic. It's just sitting there. I don't know, I should really play it one day. But naming more OST, you know, Halo had amazing OST, like godly OST, and I'm speaking for like most Halos across the board, because I'm pretty sure they reused a lot of OST throughout the franchise. And then that's like all I can name at the top of my head for like video games. Going for anime though, we all know the Attack on Titan OST. You gotta know. And then we got Naruto, Death Note. Clannad also has very poggers OST as well. I'm literally just scrolling down like a top 50 list I found on Google, man. What else? Sword Art. You know what? You can hate Sword Art, but you gotta appreciate the soundtrack. And I guess to end my list, Future Diary. I mean, you can hate the show, but you gotta appreciate the OST, the soundtrack, and I just came across. Oh, No Game No Life. Yo, that had a really good OST as well. Man, Kill la Kill. Oh yeah, Black Clover. No, I mean the opening slap. The openings were really good, but you know, as a whole throughout the show, the soundtrack is good, but it's nothing too special. But yeah, I'm just gonna end my list here because I don't want to make this video an hour long. What is your goal for this year? Honestly, if there's anything I want to do, it's probably just to upload more. A lot of people will be like, I want to reach 1 million subscribers or something like that. I just want to upload, man. But I think one of my main struggles is the fact that like with the way I edit my videos, it's kind of too much to do back to back to back. It's probably because I'm just getting old and lazier. So hopefully I can get some editors to help out, and I mean that's the plan, so I can upload more, because burnout's a bit. JoJo Bizarre Adventure or Dragon Ball Z, which is better? Oh god, I think I'm about to get canceled here. So I'm gonna be honest, you know, both of these shows, I mean, you know, they're good. They're good. And I would quite honestly put them on the same tier. And I know there are those JoJo stands actually pointing guns at their monitor right now from me saying that, but I'm gonna be real with you. If it wasn't for the fandom, I mean, I feel like it's kind of dumb to like say a fandom ruined a show for me, but yeah, for JoJo's, that's what happened. My experience with the fandom, it wasn't too pleasant. Dragon Ball Z, I know that fandom is something else as well, but JoJo's in particular, that fandom a different breed. And not to say that I didn't enjoy JoJo's, I mean, I think it was a pretty solid shonen. I mean, a lot of memes came from it, and I guess, you know, that's pretty cool. If you enjoy JoJo's, I have nothing against you. It seems nowadays you can't say your opinion on the internet and absolutely get torched. So to answer the question, which is better, you know what? I'm gonna put them both in B tier. Will you ever play Roblox? Absolutely not. If you had the choice between having any anime character's power, an infinite amount of money in the world, or marry your anime waifu, which one would you pick? Come on, guys. You know, money's cool and all, but you know, the anime waifu. I swear I'm not a loser. When are we getting another Osu video? Well, you see, when it comes to a game like this, you kind of need an objective, because for me to mindlessly play the game, I think that would be kind of boring content. So I kind of need some form of like challenge or objective to go for, which is quite difficult to find, but maybe somewhere down the line I'll actually, you know, play it. I just need to find something, you know? If you had to give up one for the rest of your life, anime or video games, which one would it be? Well, if you really think about it, you can get rid of anime, right? But most anime, or a lot of anime, have source material, like manga, light novels. I mean, I'm fuck light novels, but you know what? I'll get rid of anime. I can always read the manga. So get out. What age did you start watching anime? I mean, if we're counting like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, literally that would be like age 3 to 8. I don't know. But if you're talking about like actually watching anime, like a wide variety, like romance, action, you know, everything, all the juices, that would be age 15. When was the last time you beated your meat to hentai? Come on, guys, we all know I'm not that much of a loser to do that. We appreciate hentai for the art, right, guys? Right? Are you gonna start uploading more consistently once that Demon Slayer game comes out? Well, honestly speaking, the game kind of looks okay. I'm not really gonna form my opinion off of the gameplay I've seen. I actually have to physically play it now in order for me to make a final decision on something. But from the visuals, the game looks good, and the gameplay kind of flows like Storm 4 or Storm games, so that's good. But honestly speaking, if the game is good and actually playable, unlike the anime games we've gotten for the past 3 years, then sure, I'd be down to upload it a lot and be very consistent with it. But if it turns out to be one of those throwaway anime games, then you know, I'll probably just do a one and done video. So this is heavily going to be determined from the quality of the game. Do you have any guilty pleasure anime? I think this is something we all have, you know? We all have that guilty pleasure, and for me, I unironically like sword art. Yep, the same guy who said JoJo's is on the same caliber as Dragon Ball Z. Yep, I'm that guy. And then of course we got my, you know, trashy harem anime. Not sure if that's a guilty pleasure or not, because a lot of people are like that. Will Mo ever get an Instagram account? So it's been brought to my attention that someone stole my @ so whoever's the @SomeMoeGaming on Instagram, that's not me. I don't know why this dude stole my @ but he stole it, and I'm sad. But even if I were to like create an Instagram, what the would I post on that shit? I'm literally at my desk 24/7 like a fucking degenerate. You guys really want to see me go like, oh my god guys, I got 10 kills in Halo Reach, look at this, look at the scoreboard. So yeah, I don't really have an Instagram, and I might create one in the future, but just yeah, I'm too lazy to make one. And honestly, if I did make one, I don't even know what to do with it. Thoughts on Metamorphosis? Wait, I already answered this before. It's greatness. Like, who knew you could have such a sad and depressing wank, you know? I'm just kidding, I didn't do that. Relax. Are you caught up with One Piece? If so, what's your favorite arc and character? You know what? I'm not caught up, but I'm close to being caught up. Or I mean, like, I caught up multiple times and then I fell behind a lot of times. So technically I am caught up, just 12 weeks behind or something, 20 weeks behind. So basically not caught up, but caught up at the same time. And my favorite arc would be, I'm not sure the exact name for it, but it's like, you know, rescuing Ace arc. And my favorite character is Zoro. What's your opinion on Kiss X Sis? Personally, I think it's very wholesome. I agree. What are your plans when you hit 1 million subscribers? That will never happen. If you were a VTuber, what would you be? I'd say a rabbit, so I could finally have a chance with Takora. And then for this final question, I actually recall someone asking if I had on my anime list, but then I guess the tweet got deleted. So if you check the description of every video, my anime list, aka MAL, that's what that stands for, is in the description if you want to check it out. And also if you want anime suggestions from me personally, anything that I rate on there 8 or above is something I probably would recommend. I don't know why people are asking for anime suggestions from a person who thinks JoJo's and Dragon Ball Z is on the same caliber and enjoys SAO, but you know what? At the end of the day, I do have pretty garbage taste. So yeah, I think this is where I wrap things up. And of course, I want to take this moment to thank my Patreons for supporting me over on Patreon. The link is always down below in the description if you want to support the channel. And also if you want to see the revival of Anime Minutes, because that's something I personally cannot do anymore. I can't see myself doing anymore because there are so many things that go into it, mostly time. And quite honestly, it's a bit much for me to make nowadays. I guess it's because I'm getting old, and yeah, I'm just, why am I getting old? I swear I was built different in high school, man. I could work those 16-hour days like it was nothing. But now my plan is to have enough support on Patreon so I can like hire editors to work on my content, along with maybe assisting me in the creation of these anime minutes, so you know, it's just not too hard on my fucking heart, because I was fucking overdrive with caffeine back in the day. So yeah, if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, that is very much appreciated, and hopefully, you know, one day I could bring back the anime minutes, because not only does these anime minutes take a lot of time, but copyright and demonetization exists on YouTube, which is quite unfortunate because I spent hundreds of hours just for a video to get slammed. And I believe this wraps up this video, and yeah, thank you all for 500k subscribers. What I really want to celebrate though is the fact that you guys stuck around for this long, despite my upload schedule being pretty fucking. So not sure when's the next time I'm doing this. Could be 600k, could be 1 mil, I don't know. But let this be known, I like Sword Art Online.